Hello everyone, and welcome to the next mini tutorial here on Ducttapestuff. In this mini tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to make an ID slot or ID holder in both a Trifold and Bifold wallet. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, and also I'm going to show you how to, if you want to, put plastic as well to hold the ID instead of it just being open just like this. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Okay, so we'll start with the Trifold wallet first. Before you even start making your ID holder, you want to make sure that your Trifold wallet can fit ID to begin with. And basically what you want to make sure is that this middle part, or it doesn't really matter if it's the middle here or if both the sides can work fine, but you want to be able that it can fit an ID in the middle here, and that it has some room on the sides before the crease to tape something down. Because you don't really want to tape something over the crease, otherwise it'll kind of mess up the way the wallet folds. So if I did on this side, yeah, that's probably enough because the crease is there. And on the inside here, it's got more than enough room before the crease on each side, and here is fine as well. So you want to make sure that you have that much room before you start making your ID holder. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do, once you determine that it'll fit in your Trifold wallet, you're going to cut out 4 strips of tape that are 3.5 inches long each, and you're going to stick the first two together. Now 3.5 inches is slightly longer than a traditional credit card or ID. You're going to take your third strip, once you've got the first two stuck together, and you're going to put the credit card, or in this case, so your ID, so that it's a little bit before the top here, and then you're going to stick the other piece down so that it extends a little bit farther past it, and right about there is perfect, so your ID fits perfectly on that strip. So then you're going to peel it up, and you've got this part to stick down, so you're going to take your last 3.5 inch strip and cover up the rest of the sticky side right there. So that's your first step. Okay, so after you've made your strip here, make sure that it fits perfectly on your wallet. And as you can see, that fits just great on there. So take it back again, lay it out in front of you, and then what you're going to do is take your ID once again. You're going to line it up right on the center there, and you're going to take a pen and you're going to mark it. See, it's a little bit before here, before the tip here, and mark a straight line down, just like that, and then come a little bit on this side, slightly before the tip, so I'd say about 1/4 of an inch, and mark it again. And then do the exact same thing on the bottom here, lining up this line with the line on top, and then once again on the bottom here. And you're going to do this on all 4 sides, the same exact way. And if you want to, you can even use a ruler to make sure that those lines are exact. And I'll show you exactly why I'm doing this in a second. Next thing you're going to do, once you've gotten those 4 lines, you can kind of see them there, you're going to mark where those 2 lines will eventually intersect, right there. And then once again right here, and once again right here, and once again right here. And basically you're doing this, you're going to cut basically what you're doing is cutting a square that's smaller than the ID here. Otherwise, if you would cut it the exact size of the ID, it would fall out. Because remember, this is an open-ended ID holder. So the next thing you're going to do is connect those lines with a pen, and once again you can use a ruler to make sure that these lines are exact. I'm just free writing it here. Try right across. So now you've got that square there, and that's what you're going to do, is take a knife and cut out that square out of this sheet. So do that now. Okay, so after you've cut out this piece, you don't really need that at all, so you take your ID holder here, put it on top of the ID, and you will make sure it fits perfectly and it doesn't poke out on any side, and then you're good. So you take this, take your Trifold wallet here, decide where you want to put it. Say I want to put it here in the middle, and then you just stick it down on this with a small piece of duct tape here before the crease here, and then here on the top. And as you can see with this ID holder that's on here, I actually folded it back into the Bifold, and on the bottom here I just folded it back around just like that. So that's how you do this kind of ID holder. This is open-ended, there's no plastic here or anything like that, and you just slide it in just like that. Okay, so that's how to do this kind of ID holder on a Trifold wallet, and the second part of this tutorial will be on how to do it with a Bifold as well as do it with plastic. So that's next. Okay, to do this with a Bifold wallet, it's pretty much the same exact way. If you're doing an open ID holder, you're just going to make sure that your wallet can fit ID and credit cards, and in this case this one can because it already has the holders in it, but you definitely want to make sure that your ID can fit here completely on the side here, and it will have some space left before the crease, because once again you don't want that tape going over the crease, so that one will fit fine. So basically what you do is the exact same thing, cut out the same kinds of strips like I did with the Trifold wallet, 4 3.5-inch strips, then stick them together, cut out that square just like I showed you, and then you stick it down here. And you can put one type of tape on the bottom and wrap it around the back, take one here on the side and wrap it around, and take one very small strip and apply it right here so it sticks down the side here. So that's exactly how to do it on a bifold. Not really much different than a trifold, but it's just pretty much just turned from this way to this way. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do it with plastic here on the front of the ID holder. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to do the plastic. Now, depending on what kind of plastic you use is really up to you. I'm using a part of a projector sheet, that like the old projectors where they'd print the words on here, and then you set it on top of the projector and it would bounce the words up onto a wall or something like that. But so that's like nice and clear plastic that I'm using. You can barely see it there. Now you see it. Now you don't. But anyway, this is crystal clear. This is what I'm going to be using. But you can also get plastics at like you probably find them at craft stores and office supply stores and stuff like that. You can also use the plastic that comes on binders where you slip your papers in on the side. Sometimes they have a plastic sheet there that you can cut up and use, assuming you're buying a cheap binder. But anyway, so this is what you want to do. When you get the plastic, you want to make sure that it's the exact same size, and cut it out, make sure it's the same size as the ID, just like that. Then what you're going to do is take very tiny pieces of duct tape, and you're going to very carefully apply them so that just a little bit, not much, is attached to the piece of plastic. And you can kind of see it there. It's just a little bit's on there. And then you're going to take 2 smaller pieces and you're going to apply them on the sides here. Just very, very carefully. It isn't going to take much to hold it down, so there's really no need for a whole lot of duct tape. So that's that side. And then I'll real quickly do this side over here. Right about there. So that's pretty good. So now you have your ID holder. You're just going to take your wallet. Say we're using this one again. And you'd apply it so that it's about right there. Just make sure it's lined up, and you just stick it down on all of the sides, and then if you had some on the bottom here, you could just wrap it around. So yeah, then you have your ID holder, and you just slip that right in, and it displays your ID nicely. It's getting caught on the credit card holder back there. There we go. So there's your ID holder. So that's how to do it with plastic, and it'll keep your ID looking nice and pretty in there, and you'll be able to see it at all times. So that's how to make ID holders with plastic, without plastic, in both trifold wallets and bifold wallets. So I hope you enjoyed this mini tutorial, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.